Gerard Way is an emo icon. You might be thinking, what does this video have to do with Gerard Way? Other than the fact that my client Madison has the same hair color that he had in the Danger Days album, criminally underrated album by the way. But yeah, other than that, these were the inspiration pictures that she brought to her hair appointment. So the first things that stand out to me is that these pictures don't particularly have a soft texture. It's just kind of messy and still has some heaviness to it, but we made sure that we were both on the same page as far as the length goes. And then we cut a reference point in the front while her hair was still dry, which I used as a guide for cutting the overall length. For the layers, I don't want to go too crazy since she's moving away from a shag haircut. So essentially, I'm just going to be doing like 90-degree layers. So that way it's layered, but it isn't too soft and flowy, which will be easy to achieve since Gerard Way's hair is considerably more fine than Madison's. This part is pretty straightforward, but it might be worth mentioning that I'm just using a traveling guide, making sure not to over direct the hair in either direction, making sure that my tension is consistent, and since she does have pretty thick hair, using fairly thin sections. When I'm using precision haircutting techniques, it's really satisfying to look at for me and kind of calming, so I really enjoy watching these clips back while I'm editing these videos. So once I finish up with all of the layers, the only thing left will be the bangs, and I'm just going to use a regular triangle section in the front, and then I'm going to split that in half and over direct all the way across her face, and then slide cut, so that way we get a fairly drastic gradient from short to longer. Make sure you don't accidentally grab any hair from the opposite section because it will get cut too short. For styling, I used Texturized and Taffy by Kinra. I wanted to emulate that air dried, still semi-wet kind of look, so I definitely didn't want to use any matte products. And then after applying that, I just used my diffuser and kind of scrunched her hair and messed it up. In this clip right here, I think it looked perfect and exactly like what I was going for. It just looks like her hair got wet and she was rocking out on stage and it just kind of air dried all cool. And then we went outside to get some shots of the finished look. And I think I was just kind of overthinking it with the hairspray. Like I was just being too gentle for some reason when I think we should have kept going with the more messed up look. I just figured I'd be transparent and point out where I kind of kept going when I should have just stopped, which is fine. I still think her haircut came out great. I love it. I just think I could have styled it a little bit better for the video. But overall, I'm really happy with how it came out, and I think Madison was too. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm sure I'm going to hear from some people about thinking that Danger Days was good. If you want to check out the scissors I'm using, go to nagamakishears.com. Discount code BREAK for 15% off. And I will get out of your hair now.